Please welcome this week's special guest, John. Susie, what is John to you?
This is John. He came to my rescue when I once got stuck in a tree.
Stacey, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know John.
This is John, and he once booked me to sing Happy Birthday to his tortoise.
And finally, David, what is your relationship with John?
This is John. He's the locksmith who came to rescue my locksmith after that locksmith got locked out of his van.
Lee, where do you want to start?
Susie, what were you doing up the tree?
Well,
I presume escaping your dad's tickles.
I was rowing.
Rowing in a tree?
No, in a boat on my own for one of the very first times, because I'd always been out with John, who was my rowing coach. And when you're rowing, of course, you have to go steer backwards. And I steered straight into a tree, and it was a tree that was overhanging the river. And I got my rowing jersey.
I call it a life jacket.
No, well, I didn't have a life jacket. It was just a rowing jersey.
A rowing jersey?
Yeah.
Did you have any sort of lifesaver on?
No.
Oh, dear.
No. But I can swim.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he really is your coach, then once this is over, I'll be having a pretty stern word with him.
What, so a little bit of branch snagged your top?
Yeah, but then it just dragged me into this labyrinth of branches.
Oh, so now you're lost in the branches.
So what happened?
John saw me, and then John is a very tough coach.
Quite quiet,
it's
isn't he?
tough love, and he's quite quiet. Yes, it's quite... This, He was shouting instructions as to how to get myself out, but I was in such a dither.
Really?
And so he walked a little bit down the bank towards me, continued to shout, and somehow... I think I took my jersey off, actually. And
It's
then
not a very
I
memorable
came back
story,
with
then,
one
is it?
oar. With
So,
one oar.
Which one? Well, I suppose either or. Did you... That's one for the countdown crowd.
Susie, how fast were you going down this river? Because...
Really not very fast at all. But I just didn't steer properly, and I still have a little scar under my eye. Where
So you cut yourself there under the eye?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you have to go and get any surgery? Did you go around to Bob's for his... Bob Mortimer's
No,
eye surgery?
No, that would be Fuji 6.
59.
It's for grafting.
OK, Lee, who would you like to question next?
OK. Stacey,
Yes.
remind us again, sorry.
John booked me to sing Happy Birthday for his tortoise.
Right. And was it the tortoise's birthday?
Yes. Why would I be singing Happy Birthday for the tortoise if it wasn't his birthday? My dad randomly met John, and my dad, being the crazy man that he is, he makes immediate friendships with people, and John had mentioned that his tortoise, Derek, was turning 60, and that he was a big fan. 60? I know. I thought tortoises lived till, like, 100, so I didn't think it was a big deal for it to be 60. But he said that the tortoise was a big fan of mine, and that he really wanted me to sing it. And my dad was like, "You've got to start giving back to the community and doing nice things." So...
Were you booked professionally? Were you paid?
I was paid.
You were? That's your dad's
really
version of giving back to the community. Is this before X Factor or after?
It was only about a year ago.
What was the party like? What was it? You arrived at the house, what happened?
I arrived there about 3:30, and Derek was potting around in the garden, happy as can be, and yeah, there must have been about 10 other people. He's
Who
not
were
a
these
popular
people?
tortoise. They were John's friend, but
John's got friends. That was the worst look I've ever been given on the show.
And did you sing unaccompanied, or was there some musical backing?
there was a conversation about doing it like Marilyn Monroe style, but I didn't feel comfortable doing it like that.
Would you sing it now for us?
If you did want to sing it...
Oh, good, you brought the tortoise's head.
Would you like to... You could imagine David is the tortoise, if you like.
OK.
He could just sit there and look at you.
Derek.
I'm the tortoise.
Yes, you can give...
But he was a bit happier. It was his birthday. It's me.
Did you just say it's me?
It's me.
Do you think he recognised you at all?
It's my biggest
Me
fan.
from X Factor.
Happy birthday to you, Derek. Happy birthday to you. Come on, Derek. Yeah, it was a lot like that. It was a lot like that.
So have you forgot the words?
No, I feel like this substitute for Derek is really not appreciating what I'm doing, and I don't want to
I take acting very seriously. And I'm immersing myself in the role of a 60-year-old tortoise. And I believe this is how the tortoise will have behaved.
But
You're
I'm
telling me
there.
the tortoise was jumping up and wagging its tail. And I'm sorry, I think we've left
I
bounds
was
of
there.
credibility.
All right, what about David? Remind us of your statement.
Yes, this is John. He's the locksmith that came to help my locksmith when that locksmith, had locked himself out of his van.
OK, so first of all, why did you employ a locksmith?
Because I couldn't get into my house.
Right. Because?
And it was an issue with the lock.
What was the issue with the lock?
My key had broken in
the lock?
In the lock.
You were locked... You're now locked out.
Yeah.
So, first of all, what do you do next?
I rang my wife.
Right. So you had your mobile, you phoned your wife, and you said... Are you still doing the locksmith stuff, love?
I said...
I'm on a job, Dave, I'm on a job. I'll be round as soon as I can. I'll be coming out Friday, maybe Saturday, but I can't promise.
I said, the key has snapped off in the lock. I believe, darling, that you have the number of a locksmith in the area, don't you?
So you call your wife, she
Yeah.
gives you the number, you phone a locksmith. So who was this first locksmith? What was his name?
Andrew.
Andrew.
Andrew the locksmith.
Your classic locksmith name, yeah?
Yeah. Andrew turned up, assessed the situation, and said it'd be no problem. We'll just need to, drill out the lock and replace it.
Yeah.
And then went back to his van, and lo and behold,
What?
he'd left the key in it, and he couldn't get in.
Wow. Now, I'm taking it he's got your wife's number as well. Right, so when Andrew came, how did he know that little bit of key had broken off in the lock? Did you tell him?
Well, yes.
Yeah, did you
I
do
thought
it?
I'd give him a clue.
No.
So, I tell you what, I'll let you work this out for yourself. I'm not going to show the broken-off end of key. You try and get in.
How did he examine it?
Now you try and get in your own van. The whole thing to make Andrew seem like a failure. What are you? You can gain admittance nowhere.
Who did you phone next? What happens next?
I didn't phone.
Did...
Andrew phoned.
You almost looked at him then, didn't you?
I did look at him.
But he didn't phone him.
No,
He's the
didn't.
phonee,
Yeah.
not the phoner. I mean, he's literally the phonee.
Yeah.
If you're saying you know him.
Yeah.
So... Another one for the countdown audience.
Yeah, Andrew, not John,
Yeah.
called his own company.
OK.
Yeah.
OK.
Which I thought was a good sign.
So John now turns up in the identical-looking van, because it's a company van, I assume. He said, like I was trying to trick you there.
Were you not?
No, I was just
'Cause you should try that.
So he turns up in a completely different van, right?
Yes, we couldn't turn up in the same van.
He turns up in a
In
different...
fact, no, what happened was, Andrew rang, John answered and said, well, funnily enough, I'm asleep in the van. And I can open it from the inside.
So he turns up.
Yeah.
And how does he get him out of the van? Talk us through the process. I know he's a locksmith, but roughly what did he do?
I don't know,
Did
even
you watch?
roughly. No, I just stayed sitting on the bench by my front door.
You got a
looking
bench
at
by
my
your front door?
phone.
Bench by your front door.
Is that where you make people wait?
You don't have benches by the front door.
I've wasted this brilliant nugget just mentioning in passing. This should have been on a card. I have a bench by my front door. Wow, a bench! bench
got a
by your
bench
front
outside.
door.
He's got
A
a
front
bench
door
outside the
and a
front
bench in the same universe next to each
Have you got a
other.
bench outside
No,
the
I've
front
never
door?
seen a bench by a front door.
This is annoying me because I've been to your house and there was definitely not a bench. Are you getting this bench out just for special people? The amount of times I've knocked on your door and you've gone, sit on the floor and wait.
You have been to my house and there was a bench by the front door. You just didn't notice
Well, I'll
it.
tell you, after I went, I left and there isn't one now.
Yeah. I can't believe that a team of people, one of whom does his own dentistry on the top of a kitchen island with a mirror attached to an Indian wind instrument, can't believe that someone would have a bench next to a door.
All right, well, we need an answer. So, Lee's team, is John Susie's helpful hero, Stacey's party planner, or David's lock legend? What are you thinking, Bob? Who do you think
Well,
it is?
I'm thinking, is that man a tortoise owner? And I've said to myself, is he a locksmith? And I don't see it. That man's been in cold rivers. Look at him.
OK, we're going to have to go with Susie, aren't we? Because I can't see it being the other two. So it has to be Susie.
Going to say Susie?
Yes.
OK.
Yeah, for me, yeah.
John, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm John, and I rescued Susie when she got caught in a tree.
Yes, John is Susie's helpful hero. Thank you very much, John. Cheers.